So guys, we are making a very simple, a very Indianized chili chicken, which is like a favorite of a lot of people. Chili chicken is essentially like an Indian adaptation of a Chinese dish. But if you go to China, you will not really find chili chicken anywhere. It's such an Indian adaptation. So for that, first I'll introduce myself. I am Chef Avrit, and I am an alumni of the Academy of Pastry and Culinary Arts. And also, I was an intern at the Academy of Pastry and Culinary Arts in the culinary department. Later on, I went on to work at Olive Bar and Kitchen in Bangalore at Toast and Tonic. And soon, when the lockdown lifts, I am planning to go work in another amazing place, but the details of that will be posted later. Okay, so a quick look at the ingredients. How to flip this? Okay. A quick look at the ingredients. We have chicken here. This is approximately 1.5 chicken breast slices. Okay. I have some chopped garlic, some really fine chopped garlic. I have some green chilies slices. Cut them straight. Then I have some onion dices. Also, I have bell pepper, red, yellow and green. And along with that, I have spring onion, some fine chopped. I have some holy basil or tulsi. I have some coriander here. So we are going to do this in two parts. First is the chili chicken, and the chili chicken we are going to serve with is a fried rice, okay, like as an accompaniment. So for that I also have red chili sauce, because my green chili here, it's not really spicy, so I have some red chili sauce as well, freshly homemade. Okay, then I have some tomato ketchup. If you don't want to use ketchup, you can avoid it. I like to use ketchup because it adds a little bit of sweetness and tanginess. But if you're using chili sauce, then you can go with a little bit of sugar if you like. I have some dark soy here. Salt. It is pink salt, so some pink granules. I have some crushed black pepper. If you have white pepper, go for that. That works best. Black pepper is also fine. I have some oil. And I have fish sauce here. Now I know a lot of people are not they don't have such a wild palate to like the fish sauce, so those can just go for salt instead. If you're not a fish person, you can skip this. It gives a nice pungent flavor. Yes, replacement for chicken, I'm gonna talk about that as well. So if you're not really good with the pungent fishy flavors, then avoid this. Also, I have Maggi seasoning. It's not the powders you get. It's a Maggi liquid seasoning. It's not that masala powder. Okay, it's completely different ingredient. It's just for the fried rice. You'll get it anywhere in a local nearby market. Works really well. Gives a nice smoky flavor also. I have some melted butter. So first, we have 40 people already joined in. So let's start with the chicken. Yes, paneer can be used instead of chicken. I'll talk about that also, how you can use it. You can pretty much follow a similar step. Okay, so I'll hand over the camera to my friend now, and we'll start with sauteing the chicken first. So first steps first, switch the heat on. I'm adding one more tablespoon of oil. Now I'm using cooking oil. You can use chili oil as well. I would recommend chili oil. It gives a nice flavor. But this is just normal sunflower oil used for cooking. Just letting it spread in the pan. Just greasing the pan. So the pan is kind of new, so the Teflon is still very intact, so I don't think it will stick too much anyway. So oil appears to be hot. See, it's free flowing. You don't need too much. Now I'm gonna just hand pick my chicken and just drop it. I've taken breast here. You can take leg meat as well, works good. I'm gonna reduce the heat a little so I have more control over the flame as it's frying. Just gonna sear it till it turns white, till it's say about 80% cooked. I hope I'm audible to all of you. Give a thumbs up if you guys can hear me, and if you can hear the sizzle of the pan. To be a little fast with this, as the chicken you put first would have started to fry by now. Thank you. I'm gonna keep this away now. Try to maintain a clean station throughout. Hi, Larry. Guys, please go and spam the Big Fat Chef. Happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Chef Pratyay. So you can see the bottom of the chicken is turning white. That means it's beginning to cook. Now the bottom looks pretty cooked. So I'm going to just try to move it around so the top part also gets cooked. See, if your chicken is in such small pieces and it's marinated for say at least an hour, it won't take too much time in cooking. So this marination I've just used nampla. For those who don't know nampla, it's the fish sauce which I showed earlier. So I just marinated the chicken in this. Those who don't want to use the fish sauce, they can just marinate with some salt. So we are looking for around 70 to 80% doneness, as the rest of it will cook in the semi-gravy of the chili chicken. Now this looks good to me. Just trying to keep it inside. Don't drop it. Okay. This looks almost done to me. Whitish. Don't let it go too brown, as you're gonna drop it again in the gravy, so it will cook anyway. So you don't want it to be rubbery or overcooked. Now I'm gonna switch off the flame at this stage and just let it be on the side. So guys, our chicken is fried. Chicken is done. Now what we're gonna do is, we have another pan. We're gonna start with the gravy. Again, medium heat. Medium heat. Let the pan turn hot. Gonna go for 1 spoon of oil, half more. You don't need to be generous with the oil here, as everything cooks at a high heat. So nothing will stick, as it's semi-liquidy. Just free flowing oil, pan is hot. Favorite Asian food is one of the favorite to cook and eat, for me at least. So always enjoy making Thai curries, Thai steamed fish, some lemongrass stir-fried chicken, chili chicken. Okay, oil is hot. What I'm gonna do is, now I have this chopped garlic here. Okay, see how fine it is? I'm gonna take one nice big generous spoon of garlic. Don't shy away from using garlic, guys. Remove some oil. I've just soaked it in oil and kept so it stays fresh. Can be used for some days. Some more, okay, that's good. Just gonna let it sweat. Don't need to brown it, just let it sweat. Maintain the heat, very important at this stage, as the garlic is so fine that it can easily burn. You don't want it to go brown. See how you see it's bubbling? That means it's sweating. So I'm gonna add my green chili or the chili chicken in this. Some green chili, yes. Let the flavor of the chili come out and maintain the heat. You can use red chili also, but this is like little Indianized, so I'm using green. Red works well as well. You can use both also. Just let the chili get the flavor. I've used around 2 chilies, but these chilies, the ones I get locally here, they're not so spicy. So you guys can always see the spice level of your chili and yourself, and then choose how much you want to put. And since this is chili chicken, so why not make it spicy? When I was trying this recipe last week at home for my family, I figured out that I have the maximum tolerance for spice in my house at least. Okay, looks good to me. Now, I'm going to add, say, 1 ladle of water and half more. Okay. If you think like your pan is getting too dry and there is a need of more moisture or water or stock, just add some more. You don't want everything to stick at the bottom. That's the key. Okay, so now there's a nice sizzle. I think I'm going to add 1 more ladle of water, as by the time I add other ingredients, I don't want the water to completely evaporate. So I'm going to add just a little more, like half a ladle more. Okay. And let it sizzle again. At this stage, I'm going to add other ingredients. Okay, so what do I have here? I have tomato ketchup. I'm putting 1 and 2 spoons. Okay. I have red chili paste. Okay, freshly homemade. I'm adding just a little bit because my green chilies are not so spicy. Adding like half a tablespoon of that. And I'm gonna let it mix together, emulsify, maintain the heat. See, all this food is generally cooked on high flame, very fast tossing method. But since we are doing like a tutorial, we are gonna cook it at a medium flame. And as you get practice, you can then go on to fast flame. Okay, so now my ketchup and chili sauce are kind of mixed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my soy. So I have like 1 tablespoon and half tablespoon more. So see, this I'm making for 1 portion, so that's why these quantities you can always multiply it as you're making for more people. This is made out of 1 chicken breast and 1/4 bell pepper of each color and 1 onion. So that's why I'm using these quantities of sauces. Let it all mix. At this stage, when your sauces are mixed, all you need to do is let it simmer and add your onions. I'm gonna add some onions. Add some bell peppers. Okay. Let the bell pepper and the onion get slightly cooked and soft, but they should still be crunchy. Okay, we are just looking to remove the rawness, but not completely cooking them. So we don't want them to get mushy. Okay. So at this stage, I'm going to just add a little bit of more soy. I want it to be slightly darker, like a small teaspoon, just for the darkness. Okay, so this is cooking. Now I'm gonna add some salt. A little bit. I'm adding less salt right now because I like to put nampla in my food. But you can go for just salt because nampla as in the fish sauce is also very salty. So that's why you don't really need to put salt if you're adding fish sauce. Okay. Now goes to our there's a chicken here. See? Still nice and moist, not completely dry. Putting the chicken in this mixture. Take all the water from the pan, it will give a nice chickeny flavor to the whole thing. Take all the moisture, it's the water from the chicken. So those who are using paneer, since paneer cannot be fried for so long and mixed in water for so long, it will tend to get mushy. So what you need to do is, you need to dust your paneer with little bit of corn flour and maida, like make a mixture of corn flour and maida in water, like a coating consistency kind of a mixture. Fry the paneer and keep it aside, and then later on while making this sauce, add the crumb fried paneer to that. So this looks good. I'm gonna let it sizzle. And now here I have corn flour slurry. It's a little thick as it has gotten settled at the bottom. I'm just gonna whisk it up. This is just corn flour and water, like just to give it a nice finish and a thickness. So I'm just gonna just see what it does. It's already too thick now. So this looks almost done to me. Just thin it down a little bit. Let it cook for some more time. Okay, so this is almost done. We're going to finish it with some spring onion. Some more spring onion. Okay. And we're going to let it sit for a little bit. Let it sit for a little bit. Till then, we will finish. We'll go back to our fried rice, which is the accompaniment for this dish. Okay. Now, for fried rice, we are making a very plain, simple fried rice, as we have all the flavor in the chicken and the gravy already. So again, I'm taking this pan, same pan that I use the chicken in, going for some oil. Let the oil get heated up. Hi Sabah, what's up? I see you. Tiny whisk for the win. Yeah, dude, tiny whisk for the win. Like Chef Charles calls it, a keychain. Okay, my oil is hot now. Let's be quick with this. Hey Sabah, man, how's it going? Okay, oil is hot. Sorry, clumsy. Some garlic. Gonna be some garlic fried rice. Okay, this much is good. Just gonna saute the whole thing. You can add fresh red chopped chili as well to this. I'm not adding because my chili chicken I know is spicy. So I'm just gonna make this fried rice very plain. Okay, looks good. Almost brown. Almost brown. Don't let it go too brown. Taken one ladle and 2 ladle of rice and a half. Okay. Pour as much rice as you can handle in the pan. Okay, just gonna mix it up. Increase the heat now, as the garlic won't burn now since it's been mixed up with the rice. So the rice is just pre-boiled. I boiled it in the afternoon and I've just kept it and drained out all the water. So it stays nice and crunchy and it still doesn't stick. So it shouldn't get mushy at any point. Let it get fried. Let it rest against the pan. Want to get a nice flavor. So till it is getting mixed up, what I'm going to do is, as my rice is getting mixed up, I'm going to add a little bit of soy, not too much as it will leave too much color. I'm going to add the Maggi seasoning now. Okay, just check it out. This gives a nice smoky Asian flavor. I'm going to go for like 2-3 dashes, my favorite. You guys can check the flavor and some nampla. Those who are not using nampla, go for salt. Okay, some nampla. And now I'm just gonna toss it up. Okay, so what you're looking for here is, it's a fried rice, so it can't be wet or mushy. So make sure all the moisture from the rice is evaporated by the heat. But at the same time, it should not stick. So keep moving it. Press it if you need to. Nice smell. Are you getting the smell, Mano? My shy cousin is behind the camera. I'm asking him if he's getting the smell. Actually not so shy. Okay, so I feel the moisture is gone. You can see the pan is clear, crisp, no sticking. If you take a good pan, it won't stick. If you grease your pan well, it won't stick. Okay. So looks fine to me. I'm just gonna finish it with some magic touch. So now this is holy basil, or as we all know it, tulsi. This is freshly plucked from my home. Okay, most of the Indian households have a tulsi plant. Just gonna tear it and put it in this. Gives a nice flavor to the fried rice. Okay, it's too small to tear, but we get mixed. Okay, and now for finishing it, just a little bit of melted butter, just like a spoon of melted butter. Really give nice flavor to your food. Okay, this looks done to me. I'm going to do is keep it aside. Take my pan, take my chili chicken. Look at the color, how it's come out. Just going to reheat it a little bit. It's already hot, but just make sure all the chicken is coated in the wonderful, wonderful spicy gravy. Okay. I think we are ready for the plating. So, for plating, we've already set up the counter. What I'm going to do is take some nice chicken pieces. Take some bell pepper as well. Some spring onions, finely diced, sliced spring onion. Some more, and since it is like an Indian chili chicken, I'm gonna put some dhania in it, or coriander, or cilantro, whatever you like to call it. Some bits of it. And to give it like I have this dry red chili just sauteed. I'm just drop a little bit here for the garnish. Okay, so that is done. Hope you guys are liking the color and the presentation. So now, just for the rice. So that is it, guys. That is my chili chicken and fried rice along with it. Could probably do some more rice. Okay, so here it is. I don't think there should be any question, as it's like a very simple thing, but if you guys have, please ask. I would be more than happy to answer. So that's your fried rice and chili chicken. Pranay, yes, you can try some. Okay guys, so that was it from our chili chicken and fried rice session. If you have any questions, any doubts, if you want to know about how to learn this recipe or how to learn like an era of such recipes, check out the course, check out the academy page, get in touch with the right people, and you can make such amazing food too. Thank you, Vanessa. Looks amazing. Thank you. Thanks, Tafina. So I think I'm gonna end this live here and see you guys soon sometime. I'm gonna serve it with some vinegar, some chili sauce, chili chicken, and fried rice. Signing off. See you.